There's danger in plenty. What do I mean by that? Danger in plenty. Moses was taking the Israelites through the desert, trying to get to the promised land for 40 years. Their disobedience is what kept them in the desert that long. And now it was finally time in Deuteronomy chapter 6 for them to enter into the promised land. And God is giving Moses the words to say to really whet the appetite of the Israelites and giving them commandments and judgments in the way that they should live entering into the promised land. Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4 says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. These words which I am commanding you today shall be on your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your sons, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. You shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontals on your forehead. You shall write them on the doorpost of your house and on your gates." It should be everywhere. The Lord's words, the actions of the Lord, what He has done for you should be a constant reminder in what He's done. Okay, going to verse 12, it says, "Then watch yourself, that you do not forget the Lord who brought you from the land of Egypt, out of the house of slavery." There is danger in plenty when you have been blessed beyond measure, when you're on top of the mountain and you feel like life couldn't get any better. A lot of times that's where you're furthest from God, because you forget who got you there. You forget where the blessings come from. You forget where the blessings flow from. And your focus is on the things that He has given you and blessed you instead of the blesser. You focus on the created instead of the creator. You think about like Adam. His needs were met. He had everything, but he fell to temptation. Then you think about Noah, and then he fell and was shamed by becoming a drunk and cursing his son Ham. Then you think about David and how he ruled well and he had everything. He had a kingdom, was a dominant nation, but then he fell with Bathsheba. And then all the things that happened after that. And then you think about Solomon, had everything. He had wealth and wisdom and knowledge and power and fame. And then because he loved his pagan idolatrous wives more, he fell into that trap that all of us can fall into. These were men of great stature. These were men that had everything that the world offered, and they forgot about God. And so God warns the Israelites, do not watch yourself. Do not forget. That's your Bible truth.